How can it be that I put everything on the line, my safety, my peace of mind, and still my words fall on deaf ears? When someone cares deeply enough to take such a risk, it's because they see something in you worth fighting for, something worth protecting. But it hurts when that care is met with silence or disregard. I want you to understand that what I'm doing is not just about me, it's about us, about what we could be if only you'd open your heart and listen. Life is fragile, and when I stand in the face of danger for you, it means I believe in you more than I believe in my own safety. All I ask is that you hear me, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Let my risk be a bridge between us, not a wall. Because risking my life without you listening feels like a sacrifice made in vain. And I don't want to lose you, but I also don't want to lose myself in the process. Please, Ibrahim, listen to me. I am risking my life for you because I believe in you and what we could have together. This isn't just a casual decision or a momentary impulse, it's a deep conviction that there is something valuable, something meaningful between us that's worth every danger and every challenge. When I take such risks, it's because I see a future where we support each other, grow together, and overcome obstacles side by side. I believe in your potential and the bond we share, and that belief drives me to face fears and dangers that most wouldn't even consider. It's not easy, and it's not something I do lightly. The risks I take are reflections of the faith I have in us, the hope that the sacrifices will build something stronger and more real than anything I've ever known before. Taking such risks shows how deeply I care about you and your well-being. It's one thing to say you care, but it's another to prove it with actions that put your own safety on the line. When someone truly cares, they don't just speak words. They show it through what they're willing to endure and the hardships they accept. For me, risking my life is the ultimate demonstration of that care. It means I'm willing to face pain, uncertainty, and even loss, all because I want you to be safe, happy, and able to thrive. I hope you can see past the surface and understand that every moment I'm in danger, every challenge I meet is because I want a better future for you and for us. This is not just about me surviving, it's about creating a space where you can feel secure and valued. It hurts when my efforts and sacrifices are ignored or not listened to. There's a pain that runs deeper than any physical threat when the people we risk everything for don't hear us or dismiss what we're saying. When I'm risking my life, the last thing I expect is silence or indifference. I want to know that my words, my warnings, my hopes, and my fears are being heard and taken seriously. It's painful to feel invisible or unimportant, especially when I'm putting so much on the line. I don't want to feel like my sacrifices are meaningless or that my voice doesn't matter to you. When you don't listen, it feels like a rejection, not just of my words, but of the risk itself. Like what I'm doing doesn't matter. And that pain can make the danger feel even heavier, like I'm carrying a burden alone. My risk isn't just about me, it's about protecting and building something meaningful with you. The danger I face isn't just a personal test, it's tied to the hope of creating a better life, a stronger bond, and a future where we both can thrive. When I risk my life, I'm not just fighting for myself. I'm fighting for the possibility of us, for the dreams we share, for the trust we can build. It's a commitment to something bigger than me, something that I believe in with all my heart. This means I'm willing to stand in the line of fire because I believe the reward, our shared happiness and safety, is worth it. I want you to understand that my risk is a testament to my dedication, and it's something I hope you'll cherish as much as I do. I want you to listen with your heart, not just your ears, to truly understand my intentions. Listening is more than hearing words. It's about empathy, connection, and understanding the emotions behind what I'm saying. When I speak, I'm sharing my deepest fears, hopes, and love, and I want you to feel that. I want you to see that every warning I give and every plea I make comes from a place of care and concern. If you listen with an open heart, you'll understand that I'm not trying to control or pressure you. I'm trying to protect you and us. True listening means being vulnerable enough to accept that someone else's pain and courage are real, and that their words deserve attention and respect. If you don't listen, All the risks I take may feel wasted, and that could cost us both dearly. When I put my life on the line and you don't listen, it creates a gap between us, a space filled with misunderstanding and lost opportunities. The risk loses its meaning if it's met with silence or disregard. It could lead to regret, hurt, and distance because it feels like I'm alone in wanting this to work, in wanting this bond to grow. I don't want us to reach a point where the sacrifices I've made become invisible or pointless. I want us to stand together, to recognize the value of what we're building, and to move forward with respect and care. Without your willingness to listen, I fear that all I've risked might be for nothing, and that's a cost neither of us should bear. Please hear me, truly hear me, because what I risk today is for the hope of a better tomorrow for both of us. Taking such risks shows how deeply I care about you and your well-being. It's one thing to say you care about someone, but it's an entirely different level to put your own safety on the line for their sake. When I make decisions that put me in danger, it's because I value your life and happiness more than my own comfort or security. That kind of care is not superficial or fleeting. It's profound and rooted in a desire to protect you, support you, and ensure that you are safe no matter what. I am willing to face uncertainty, pain, and even fear because your well-being means everything to me. Every risk I take is a testament to the strength of my feelings and the seriousness with which I regard your safety and happiness. When someone cares deeply, their actions speak louder than words ever could. I understand that words can sometimes be empty or misunderstood, but risking my life is a clear demonstration that my feelings are real and intense. It's the kind of care that goes beyond convenience or ease. It's the kind that persists even when circumstances are harsh or dangerous. I want you to know that I don't take this lightly. Every time I step into a risky situation for you, I am reminded of how much you mean to me. It is not just about bravery or courage, but about love and responsibility. I feel a responsibility to be there for you, to protect you, and to make sure you don't face the hardships alone. Risking my life for you also means that I believe you are worth fighting for. It's a powerful message that you are valuable, important, and deserving of protection. This isn't just about me, it's about us, about the connection we share, and about the future I want to build with you. My willingness to take these risks is a reflection of the hope I have for us, the hope that we can overcome challenges together and grow stronger because of them. It's not just about surviving dangerous moments, it's about thriving in a world where we support and uplift each other. I want you to feel secure knowing that someone is willing to go to great lengths for your sake. Sometimes taking risks can be misunderstood or seen as reckless, but for me, it's an act of deep love and devotion. I weigh every danger and every potential consequence because what's at stake is precious: your life, your happiness, and our relationship. I want you to know that every risk I take is calculated with you in mind. I'm not careless. I'm careful because I care. This means thinking through what might happen, considering the worst-case scenarios, and still choosing to act because the possibility of protecting you outweighs the fear. It's a powerful, sometimes overwhelming feeling to put someone else's well-being ahead of your own, but that's exactly what I do for you. I also hope that my actions inspire you to see how important you are to me. When I risk my life for you, I'm telling you without words how much I believe in you and how much you mean to me. It's an expression of trust, a sign that I want to share my strength with you and stand by your side no matter what. It's about partnership and loyalty, and about making sure you never feel alone in facing the difficulties life throws at us. This level of care is rare and precious, and I want you to understand that it's something I hold with the utmost respect and seriousness. Lastly, taking these risks shows my hope for a future where your well-being is always protected, where you can live without fear, and where you know you are deeply loved. I want you to feel that sense of security, that feeling that no matter what happens, someone is looking out for you. This is why I am willing to face danger, because your safety and happiness are more important to me than anything else. The risks I take are a promise, a commitment to always be there for you, to shield you, and to fight for the life we can have together. I hope that you see this care, feel it deeply, and understand that it comes from the very core of my heart. It hurts when my efforts and sacrifices are ignored or not listened to, when I put so much on the line, when I risk my safety and my peace of mind for you. The least I expect is for you to hear me, to acknowledge what I'm doing, and to understand why I'm doing it. There's a deep pain that comes from feeling invisible, from feeling like all the energy I pour into protecting you and trying to make things better just falls into a void. It's like shouting into the wind, hoping for a response that never comes. When my words and actions go unnoticed, it makes me question if what I'm doing really matters, or if it means anything to you at all. That kind of pain isn't just emotional, it can feel physical, like a weight pressing on my chest, making it harder to keep going. Every sacrifice I make carries with it hope and trust. I hope that you will see how much I care, how much I want things to improve, how much I want to be there for you. I trust that you will listen, that you will value what I'm trying to give you. But when that trust is met with silence or indifference, it shakes me to my core. It feels like the foundation we might have been building is crumbling, and I'm left standing alone on shaky ground. It's hard to keep risking everything when it feels like those efforts are invisible, like they don't reach you or make a difference. It's painful to feel that the sacrifices I make, the dangers I face, are somehow unseen or unappreciated. I want you to understand that when I say I'm risking my life for you, it's not just about the act itself, it's about everything that comes with it. It's the late nights, the worry, the fear, and the uncertainty that I carry silently. I don't expect praise or recognition for every small step I take, but I do want to feel that what I'm doing is noticed, that it's respected, and that it means something. When you don't listen, it feels like all that weight I carry is pointless, and that cuts deeper than any physical danger ever could. It's not easy to be vulnerable and to expose myself like this, only to be met with disregard. That kind of hurt makes me question whether I should keep trying or start protecting myself instead. Ignoring someone's efforts doesn't just hurt their feelings, it can damage the entire relationship. When sacrifices are not acknowledged, it creates a distance that's hard to bridge. It sends a message that the other person's feelings, struggles, and dedication don't matter. That kind of disconnect can lead to loneliness even when two people are physically close. It makes me feel isolated in the very relationship where I should feel supported and understood. I want us to be a team, to face challenges together, but when my sacrifices aren't seen or heard, it feels like I'm fighting this battle alone. That feeling of loneliness mixed with the risk I take is overwhelming. It's also frustrating because I don't just risk my life blindly. Every step I take is measured by how much I care and how much I want things to work out for both of us. I want you to see that the risk isn't reckless or careless. It's a deliberate choice made out of love and commitment. When you don't listen, it feels like you're dismissing not only my words, but the very reasons I'm putting myself in harm's way. That dismissal hurts because it means the connection we share is not being nurtured. It means the sacrifices I make aren't helping us grow closer, but are instead pushing us further apart. I want you to know that my intention is never to burden you or to make you feel pressured. I want to share my feelings openly because I believe in honesty and transparency, but when I'm met with silence or disregard, it feels like I'm shouting into a void, hoping for a response that never comes. That silence hurts more than any danger I face because it threatens the bond between us. It makes me afraid that my efforts and sacrifices might eventually be forgotten or overlooked, and that scares me deeply. Ultimately, I want to feel heard and understood. I want to know that my risks, my efforts, and my sacrifices matter to you. I want us to be able to communicate openly, to listen to each other deeply, and to support each other fully. When that happens, the pain of risk and sacrifice becomes lighter because it is shared, acknowledged, and appreciated. But when my efforts are ignored, it's a loneliness and a hurt that lingers long after the danger has passed, reminding me that caring isn't always enough if it's not met with listening. My risk isn't just about me. It's about protecting and building something meaningful with you, When I step into danger or face uncertainty, it's never simply a personal choice or a reckless gamble. It's a conscious act rooted in something much bigger than myself. It's about the vision I have for us, the bond I want to nurture, and the future I hope we can create together. Every time I take a risk, I am carrying not just my own hopes and fears, but the promise of what we can become. It's a commitment to something meaningful that goes beyond the immediate moment and stretches into the possibilities of tomorrow. This risk is a form of protection for what we share and for the potential we have to grow. It's a shield I put up around us, hoping to guard us from harm, from challenges, and from anything that might try to tear us apart. When I risk my life, I am not just thinking about surviving or enduring. I am thinking about preserving the trust, love, and connection between us. I want to make sure that nothing, not even danger, can break what we have or what we are building. Jewelry. It's a way of showing that what we have is precious and worth defending with everything I have. It's a silent promise that I am willing to stand between you and harm, no matter how difficult or scary it might be. Building something meaningful requires more than just hope or words. It requires action, sacrifice, and sometimes risk. I take these risks because I want to lay the foundation for a relationship or a life that is real and lasting. It's about creating a space where we can both feel safe, loved, and understood. The risks I take are investments in that future, acts of faith in what we might become. It's not about heroism or grand gestures. It's about the quiet, often unseen efforts that make trust grow and make bonds unbreakable. I want to build something that lasts, and that means sometimes stepping into uncertainty with courage and love as my guides. When I take these risks, I'm also inviting you to be a part of this journey. I want you to know that I don't see this as a solo mission. I want us to face life's challenges together. My risk is an offering, a way of saying that I want us to share both the struggles and the victories. It's a call for partnership and unity, where we both invest in protecting and nurturing what we have. I hope that when you see the risks I take, you understand that they are not just about me surviving, but about us thriving. It's about building a shared future where both of us can grow stronger through the trials we face. Sometimes risking so much can feel overwhelming, but I want you to know that it's grounded in hope and love. It's not about recklessness or desperation. It's about belief. Belief that we are worth the effort, that our connection is worth fighting for, and that the future we can create together is worth every danger I face. When I risk my life, I do so because I believe in the possibility of us, in the strength of our bond, and in the love that holds us together. It's a powerful force that gives me courage even when the odds feel against us. I want you to feel the weight of this, to understand that my risk is a reflection of the depth of my commitment to you. It's not just about surviving the moment. It's about making sure that we have a future to look forward to. It's about building a life that honors what we have and what we hope to become. This is why I ask you to see my risks not as reckless acts, but as expressions of love, dedication, and hope. They are my way of telling you that I want to protect what we share and build something real, lasting, and meaningful. Ultimately, my risk is a promise to stand by you, to protect you, and to build a life where we can both thrive. It's a commitment to face whatever comes our way together, knowing that the strength of our bond will carry us through. When I risk my life, I do it not just for myself, but for the future we can create side by side. That future is worth every danger, every sacrifice, and every moment of fear, because it is filled with the possibility of love, trust, and something truly meaningful. I want you to listen with your heart, not just your ears, to truly understand my intentions. Listening isn't simply about hearing words, it's about feeling the emotions behind them, sensing the truth that lies beneath the surface, and connecting with the deeper meaning I'm trying to share. When I speak, especially when I share something as important and vulnerable as the risks I take for you, I am opening up parts of myself that are not always easy to express. I'm revealing fears, hopes, and a kind of love that goes beyond words. If you only listen with your ears, you might catch the sound of what I'm saying, but you might miss the essence of why I'm saying it and how deeply it matters to me. Listening with your heart means being present, fully and sincerely. It means setting aside distractions and judgments to really focus on the person speaking. When I ask you to listen with your heart, I'm asking you to be open to my feelings, to understand the courage it takes for me to share my truth, and to respond with empathy and care. This kind of listening is rare and precious because it requires vulnerability and trust from both sides. I'm trusting you enough to be honest about what I'm going through, and in return, I'm hoping you will respond not just with words, but with genuine understanding and compassion. Understanding my intentions means seeing beyond the surface of my words. Sometimes what I say might sound like frustration or urgency, but beneath that is a deep desire for connection, safety, and love. I don't want you to misunderstand me or think that my risk-taking is reckless or without thought. On the contrary, every choice I make comes from a place of intention, love, and care. I want you to feel that when I take risks, it's not because I don't value my life, but because I value you and what we have together even more. When you listen with your heart, you recognize that my actions and words come from this place of deep commitment and hope. Listening in this way also means being willing to meet me halfway. It means not only hearing what I say, but responding in a way that shows you have truly understood me. When you listen with your heart, you validate my experiences, my fears, and my love. You show me that I am not alone in this journey, that we are partners facing challenges together. That validation is what makes my risks feel less heavy, less lonely, and more worthwhile. It creates a bridge between us that allows for trust to grow and for us to move forward together. I know that listening with your heart is not always easy. It requires patience, effort, and sometimes putting aside your own fears or distractions to focus on what I'm trying to communicate. But I believe that if you can do this, it will change everything between us. It will help us understand each other more deeply and bring us closer. When you listen this way, you give me the gift of feeling truly seen and heard, and that is more powerful than words can express. It transforms the risks I take from acts of desperation into acts of love that are shared and understood. I want you to remember that my intentions are always for us, to protect us, to build something strong, and to show you how much you mean to me. Listening with your heart means accepting this intention without judgment, without doubt, and without turning away. It means choosing to trust that what I'm risking is for something good and real. It means holding space for my fears and hopes and letting them guide us toward a future where we both feel safe and valued. When you listen with your heart, you allow me to be vulnerable without fear of rejection or misunderstanding. You create a space where I can be honest and open, where my risks don't feel like burdens but like gifts of love and dedication. That kind of listening is the foundation of any strong relationship because it builds trust, empathy, and true connection. It's what turns words and risks into something meaningful and lasting. So I ask you, please listen with your heart. Hear not just the sound of my voice, but the love, the hope, and the courage behind it. See my intentions clearly and respond with the understanding and care that I need. When you do this, you show me that my risks are not in vain, that my efforts are appreciated, and that together we can build something beautiful and lasting. Listening with your heart is the key to unlocking the deep connection I want to share with you, one that honors both of us and the future we hope to create. If you don't listen, all the risks I take may feel wasted, and that could cost us both dearly. When I put my life on the line, when I step into danger or make sacrifices for you, it's not just about proving my courage or testing my limits. It's about protecting something precious, something that belongs to both of us. Every risk carries with it hope, trust, and the belief that what I'm doing matters. But if those risks go unheard, if my words and efforts are ignored or dismissed, then the whole foundation of what we're trying to build starts to crumble. The cost of that loss isn't just mine alone. It belongs to us both, and it's a price far too high to pay. Taking risks is never easy. It means stepping into the unknown, facing fears, and sometimes putting everything on the line for the sake of something greater. When I do this for you, I am showing how much you mean to me, how much I believe in us, and how committed I am to our future. But this commitment only has value if it is recognized and honored. If you don't listen to what I'm trying to say or understand why I'm risking so much, it feels as though my sacrifices are meaningless. That feeling of futility can be crushing because it turns what should be an act of love and protection into an act of loneliness and despair. When my risks are ignored, the bond between us weakens. It's like trying to build a house without laying the bricks properly. The structure becomes unstable and vulnerable. The risks I take are meant to strengthen us, to keep us safe, and to pave the way for a better future. But if those efforts are met with silence or indifference, they fail to serve their purpose. Instead of bringing us closer, the lack of listening pushes us apart, creating distance where there should be connection. The cost of not listening is not just lost understanding. It's lost trust, lost hope, and lost potential. This cost is heavy. It goes beyond words and feelings. It can change the course of our lives. When my risks feel wasted, I may begin to question whether I should continue putting myself in harm's way. I may start to protect myself instead of protecting us. That shift can create walls between us that are hard to tear down. What started as a shared journey towards something meaningful can become a solitary path filled with frustration and pain. The price we pay is not just emotional. It's a loss of partnership, of connection, and of the future we dreamed about together. I want you to understand that listening is more than just a courtesy. It's a lifeline. It's what gives my risks meaning and purpose. When you listen, you show that you value what I'm doing and that you care about the relationship as much as I do. Listening helps build trust and strengthens the foundation we need to face whatever challenges come our way. It allows us to grow together rather than drift apart. Without it, the sacrifices I make become empty gestures, and the risks lose their power to protect and build. The cost of not listening can also affect how I feel about us and about myself. It can lead to feelings of resentment, hurt, and isolation. When my efforts are dismissed, it's easy to start believing that what I do doesn't matter, that I don't matter. That kind of thinking is dangerous because it undermines the very connection I am trying to nurture. It can make me withdraw emotionally, making it harder for us to communicate and support each other. This cycle of silence and misunderstanding can spiral into something much more damaging than any physical risk I face. On the other hand, when you do listen, you show me that we are in this together. You show that my risks are not in vain, that they are seen and appreciated. Listening becomes a way of honoring the sacrifices made and the love behind them. It creates a space where we can be honest, vulnerable, and strong together. It helps us turn challenges into opportunities to deepen our bond and build something lasting. So please understand how crucial it is that you listen. If you don't, the risks I take may feel wasted, and that waste could cost us everything we are working for. I want us to protect what we have, to nurture it, and to grow it into something beautiful and enduring. Listening is the key that unlocks that possibility. Without it, the price we pay will be too great, and the future we hope for may slip away.